very surprised.
In New York. Would you like to make so much money? You know why there are so many people? Survive. Give you guys a tip. Free of charge.
You have been selected.
The final price is a free admission ticket. Oh. From a sci-fi movie. What is it in your nose? The 51st state. Trump playing this terrorist game is very interesting because what is this line for? There must be something going on there. Goes, oh, he jumped over. This is our accommodation in New Jersey. This place is equipped with washing machine, dryer, and kitchen. This is what, like 30 to 40 minutes commute to Manhattan Midtown, so it's not that bad. And how much do we pay? $150 per night. And this is one of the most affordable accommodations. We're staying here for 7 nights in a row, so we get weekly discount. Otherwise, we would have paid $200. So $150 per night, even though it's in New Jersey, is a really great deal. That's how expensive accommodations are in New York City. Yeah, so we found a brand new Airbnb place. Jin cares a lot about the bathroom. One-way train trip to New York City costs $6. We bought weekly pass, which is $53. Jin, where are we headed?
Manhattan.
Heading to Manhattan by train. Jin is obsessed with Manhattan, New York. Why do you like New York so much?
말도 안 되는 skyline.
Yellow cab.
Cab. NYPD. I've seen many times in American drama.
Jin is even excited about NYPD.
내가 아는 가장 세상에서 화려한 도시라서 super excited.
What makes New York City interesting in terms of architecture is a good combination of old building like that one, much newer building behind. Another way to describe New York is as a melting pot. We saw people from all walks of life, from Orthodox Jews to Muslims wearing hijabs. Our first stop in New York, the most iconic spot, Times Square. We pretty much came to the States just to see and experience this place. Jin had been really looking forward to this moment. Times Square truly is the beating heart of Manhattan, a dazzling hub of lights, ads, and non-stop energy where millions gather every year. We've been here multiple times during our stay in New York, but Times Square is one place that never gets old. We are in New York.
Super commercial.
Yeah, it's a sheer capitalism. Hong Kong, Shanghai, Singapore are all fancy in Asia, but by far, this spot, Times Square, is probably the most glamorous in the world. There is a K-pop square. Very interesting. Empire State Building. Every time I see that building, it reminds me of the movie King Kong. By the way, let me give you a dad joke, okay? What happens if a king falls down? King Kong! King Kong! That's dad joke.
Sorry.
You know why there are so many people right in front of the board checking which platform to board their respective train? It's because it doesn't show up on the app. Hard to believe this is still happening in 2025 when everything is digitized. Now boarding. Mandarin, lettuce, romaine, broccoli. Wow.
Blueberry.
Avocado, onions, spring mix, garlic, pork, cage-free eggs, Greek yogurt.
Ooh.
Here are the ingredients we bought from 2 different supermarkets. Kimchi, 쌈장, perilla sea rice paper sauce from a Korean market, which cost us $26. And these we bought at regular market. Broccoli, lettuce, Roman lettuce, spring mix, blueberry, strawberry, garlic, onion, green onion, avocado, mandarin, chicken thigh, pork loin, paprika, shrimp, eggs, the water, and yogurt.
네.
$79. So altogether $105. Survive in New York City. We came home pretty late, so we're having dinner pretty late as well. The total cost of all of these food is But if you were to have this food outside, the cost would have been... Another day has just started. Jin, where are we headed?
We'll show you.
This building. Quite a fancy intro, isn't it? But to get in, you have to put protective covers over your shoes. And that's not all. You also have to pass a facial recognition security check like this. Jin even had to bend her knees to match the camera. Wow, even the elevator ride was such a cool experience. And then you step onto the 91st floor and think, what is this place? It's an observatory overlooking Manhattan, but unlike any other. This mirror-lined installation creates infinite reflections, making you feel like you're floating above the city. It's truly surreal. You get an incredible view of the Manhattan skyline, including the Empire State Building. But what sets this place apart is that you also see yourself reflected in the view. Now I understand why we had to wear protective covers over our shoes. There are a few observatories around Manhattan, but this one in particular draws in architecture lovers and anyone looking for a fresh perspective on New York City just like us. This was my favorite spot, all because of the stunning view overlooking Central Park. What an iconic room. This interactive space is filled with floating silver balloons, perfect for playful photo moments for both kids and adults. Of course, Jin and I couldn't resist jumping in and having some fun too. Just look at everyone here. They're all having a blast. Go up one floor and you're greeted with a panoramic view of the Manhattan skyline, plus this incredible space. It gives you a true bird's eye view, kind of like the perspective we usually get from a drone. I've visited many observatories around the world, but this one truly stands out with a unique experience. It really does feel like we're floating in the clouds. New York City view and the Central Park. Head up one more level, there's a cozy cafe. How does the latte taste with this amazing view? The view. To give you guys a tip, how much do you pay to get in here?
41 per person.
Yeah, we pay $41 per person on the third-party OTA platform like Agoda, but the actual ticket price here on their homepage is $56. So we get 30% discount. So if any of you plans to visit here, try to look up other third-party OTA websites as opposed to their own homepage or getting the tickets at the door. That's how we save money in New York City, and that's how we managed to travel for 1 year. Sipping a coffee while overlooking the Manhattan skyline, it felt amazing. It's pretty chilly. First week of April here in Manhattan. Feels like winter. And yes, you get to ride the same magical elevator again. Jin, how did you like your summit experience?
I really enjoyed it. If you like to take a picture, Summit is the best place.
It's pretty photogenic spot for all you Instagram lovers. There are more female visitors than male visitors.
The male just follow the girl.
Yeah, that's what we men do, right? To survive. Yeah, our mother-in-laws entrusted us with their beloved daughter. As long as Jin is happy, I'm happy too. Heading to lunch now. We just came out of the restaurant. We forgot to show you the menu and food we ate. It was us and a good friend of mine from college. 3 of us had steak sandwich each, 1 pecan pie and 2 coffee, and it was for lunch, part of the lunch special deal. And guess how much the bill came out to be?
Steak sandwich.
$40.
Wow, just a sandwich.
Steak sandwich
I'm very surprised.
in New York costs $40. And that is even before tax and tip.
Wow. It's very satisfying meal.
Jin's English is getting better and better. She's putting a lot of hours these days.
Communication with you guys.
Yeah, to communicate with the subscribers in English. 3 sandwiches. The price tag is what, $120. Then we had 1 pecan pie,
And
2
tip,
coffees,
tip,
tax and
maybe.
tip included. Oh, it's gonna top $150 for just lunch meal in New York. Wow.
Where are we?
Previously World Trade Center. Remember what happened in September 11, 9/11 in 2001? Tragedy happened. do this? We came across large bronze animal installations nearby. Who are you? Are you the Snow White? I presume they're here to uplift the city
octopus.
that's been through so much. Yes, life must go on, and we chose to fully cherish this very moment.
Ooh.
This building reminds me of Marina Bay Sands Hotel in Singapore.
맞아.
A place that makes you pause and reflect.
Welcome to Jean's walking tour. 911 Memorial Waterfall called Reflecting Absence. Stand where the Twin Towers once were. The water endlessly flows down into a deep void. See that?
Yes.
Symbolizing loss and remembrance. Around the waterfalls, the names of the victims are engraved, and the sound of the waterfall creates a peaceful space for reflection and healing.
One more time. In front of New York Stock Exchange, you see these three flags, USA and Greece. This flag must be the symbol of the company. The symbol or the names of the company that's listed that day shows up right in front of the building. Pose in front of the New York Stock Exchange. When I first came to Wall Street, I took a picture of that bull as well. But very touristy and crowded. And people have superstition that once they touch the bull, especially, you see that part? The bulls, they're gonna make fortunes. That's a superstition. Would you like to make so much money? Money isn't everything. You can refer back to our Kid Korea video. Wow. Octopus Statue of Liberty in the bag. It's very windy today.
이거는 얼마죠?
Free of charge. What you see in the back is downtown New York. Yes, you don't need to pay for a cruise. Just hop on the Staten Island ferry round trip and you'll get amazing views of the Statue of Liberty and the downtown Manhattan skyline for free. Here's another pro tip to save you big bucks. If you go to the Broadway Direct Lottery website, you'll see a list of major Broadway shows. Just click the one you want, check the available dates and times under current lotteries and hit enter now. Fill in your info and you'll get a confirmation email like this. Then just wait to see if you win the lottery.
Dear Chan, congratulations! You have been selected as a winner of the official digital lottery. Lion King.
Yay! We got picked. Here's another tip to save money in New York City. The original price of Lion King, the orchestra seat is $150. The final price is $60. The way to do it, we've shown you, right? It's called digital lottery. So we won the lottery. And we get a 60% discount.
Good deal.
Yeah, good deal. Back in Times Square, Jin was super excited to see the night view here. Wow, the energy in this place is on a whole different level compared to other tourist spots around the world. It's even more vivid and alive at night. This is exactly why we came back tonight. Lion King. Hello. Where are we?
Means Theater.
Yes. And we got a pretty nice view of Times Square here. She's curious about our seating because we got the lottery ticket and luckily we got the first orchestra ticket. Let's see how good the seat is. Welcome to Lion King.
Orchestra.
So this is the regular price. Such a beautiful show. Hope the curtain call gives you a feel for the vibe here. How did you find it?
Wow.
Jean loved it. Yes.
I highly recommend it. So good. Finale.
Simba turning into a king. The next morning, pure perilla seed oil that has savory flavor. That's Greek yogurt. Good morning. This is our breakfast. Yogurt with fruits, apple, egg, salad. Very simple. It took us less than 10 minutes to cook. It doesn't cost you that much. At a brunch restaurant, oh, it's gonna cost, including tax and tips. How much does this cost? 잘 먹겠습니다. In Korean, there's no such expression in English. Maybe to literally translate, we're gonna enjoy the meal. That's expressing the gratitude to the person who serves or prepares the meal. The Korean 고리시. That's what you say to your moms at home. We just saw a statement written in Korean. So that shows how many Koreans come to New York City. The entire population of Korea is only 50 million, South Korea. And yet, there are so many Korean travelers all around the world. Thanks to Hyundai we got free admission tickets to MoMA.
Oh.
It's not just MoMA and our credit card. Many other museums and exhibitions offer free admission on certain dates with specific cards, so be sure to check each venue's website. The castle with G. Wow. The most famous painting. Make the most of the audio guide. It really adds to the experience. What does that remind you of? Filming. This spot stood out the most for us. We enjoyed world-class art and MoMA for free, another way to survive in New York. Let's make kimchi jjigae. It's Jin's soul food, by the way. If you eat kimchi jjigae outside at a Korean restaurant, you would have to pay at least for 2-person portions. And this costs us only. That's how you save money. Jin must have really enjoyed the kimchi jjigae.
I'm gonna describe this kimchi jjigae. The tangy and mildly spicy flavor of the kimchi blends really well with the nutty richness of perilla oil and sesame oil. The pork was slow cooked to perfection, so tender. It was a super satisfying meal.
Let's talk about the New York subway. Sure, the red reputation is real. But this is a queue line in New York subway. But it doesn't look like New York subway because it's so clean. And it has a coffee concession inside the subway. The cleanest subway line in New York City.
Maybe you would.
Single MTA ride in New York City is $2.9. You can just tap your credit card to ride. No ticket needed. We didn't get charged because once you hit $34.8, you don't get charged anymore within 7 days. We already surpassed that amount. There's so many things you can enjoy in New York for free or just a couple bucks. And let us show you how. Wow. I like the vibe here. Wow, so unique. Wow. Teller. This is a hidden gem in the financial district. The dramatic interior features 20-foot ceilings, marble columns, a teller cage bar, and a sweeping mural. We wanted to have a cup of coffee, but they're going through renovation, so they're only offering drinks. German beer, by the way. Built in the 1930s as a bank, this space is now a beautifully repurposed coffee house, a unique gem in the middle of the financial district. It's like a movie Kingsman, isn't it? Do you have reservation today? That building looks pretty old. Yeah.
Tramway.
We are about to board a tram to Manhattan from Roosevelt Island. Although it's mid-April, it's very cold. It's like -1 Another unique way to experience New York is by taking the aerial cable car that links Roosevelt Island to Manhattan's Upper East Side. From up high, you're treated to stunning views of the East River and Midtown Manhattan, all for the cost of a regular MTA subway fare. Riding this cable car brought back memories of a scenic cable car journey we took in La Paz, Bolivia. This spot is a hidden gem, often overlooked, compared to Chelsea Market just across the street. What makes it special is the view. A stunning look at Little Island and its distinctive tulip-shaped supports rising from the Hudson River. Jean's loving it.
Where is the better?
This place is much better than Chelsea Market. We enjoy this spot by simply taking the view and sneaking in a nap. Head up to the rooftop and you'll see great view, but very windy. Great view of downtown Manhattan. If you plan to visit New York in April, you may want to reconsider because it's very cold, very windy. There's a Statue of Liberty. Can you see? Statue of Liberty. Jin must have been exhausted after shivering through the unexpected cold. Massive structure! It's like from a sci-fi movie. What an eye-catching, honeycomb-like sculpture. A climbable landmark in the heart of the city. Jin, what is it in your nose? Jin caught a cold. This is Grand Central. One of New York City's most iconic landmarks.
Ticket to Hogwarts, please.
Opened in 1913, it's a major transit hub connecting subway and commuter rail lines. But it's more famous for its stunning architecture. The starry ceiling in the main hall, the huge arched windows, and the famous clock with 4 faces in the center. Even if you're not catching a train, it's worth a visit just to admire the space.
That's 50 states. Let's see if Greenland or Canada become the 51st state.
Great job, Apple, for securing a spot in this historic landmark. A must-visit for photo lovers. This 1883 steel wire suspension bridge was an engineering marvel.
Great view. Where are we, Jin?
We are crossing the Brooklyn Bridge.
Today is a popular pedestrian route between Manhattan and Brooklyn with breathtaking skyline views. Once you cross the bridge, you'll find one of Brooklyn's trendiest neighborhoods.
Manhattan Bridge.
Known for its cobblestone streets, industrial-style buildings, and incredible views of the Manhattan skyline. We first saw the original Time Out Market in Lisbon, Portugal, and we're excited to run into it again here. It's a great concept that brings together restaurants under one roof.
People here are photosynthesizing like plants. The best spot to see the Brooklyn Bridge.
Strolling by the Brooklyn Bridge with a carousel nearby. It doesn't get much better.
You like it here, Jin?
Another great way to enjoy New York is by taking a ferry.
Oh, just like winter.
Gliding under the bridges with the city all around you. Just one thing, it's cold.
We have arrived at Domino Park in Brooklyn. Here, you can see both downtown Manhattan and Midtown. So you see Williamsburg Bridge, Manhattan Bridge, and Brooklyn Bridge.
The view is wow.
Wow, this building looks pretty old. These are all the evidence of the past American manufacture. As you all know, Mr. President Trump is trying to win back all the manufacturing onshore to the United States by playing this tariff game with the rest of the world. Wow. Oh, feels like we're back in Cancun.
Brooklyn is full of hip coffins like this.
Very Brooklyn style. Wow, men's haircut is $40.
Cheaper than $60 in Manhattan.
There's a Chanel store out of nowhere, right next to Google store. And there's Hermes here, right next to co-working space. We think it's very interesting because luxury brands like Hermes or Chanel are usually in very affluent area. But this is just normal neighborhood, residential area. Brooklyn is very interesting indeed.
Wrapping up our short Brooklyn tour, we're heading off to We think Dumbo is one of the best spots to enjoy New York's night view. While Times Square is bright and flashy, this place feels calm and romantic. It's tucked between the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges with the city skyline glowing in the background. And you can see why it's so special.
Pretty romantic view.
Head up to the rooftop at Time Out Market for even better views like this. And of course, the carousel nearby adds to the charm. We stumbled upon a Latin dance party, and of course, we had to join in. Isn't it incredibly romantic? It almost felt like we're in a giant theme park.
Will you marry me? That's so romantic. Congratulations! Oh, that's so romantic. That reminds me of my proposal to Jin. You remember? We are in Soho.
Soho is a trendy neighborhood.
This is so interesting. Moving barbershop. There is a museum of ice cream.
Known for shopping, galleries, stylish restaurants, and cafes.
What is this line for? What is this line for?
We saw people lining up outside several shops. Matcha latte, Jin wanting unsweetened matcha latte, so this has no taste at all.
We are at the Chelsea Market. I know it's a very touristy place, but we had to check that out.
It's a bustling indoor food hall housed in a former factory building, offering diverse culinary options, from fresh seafood to Chinese and even Portuguese dishes.
As you can see, it's all restaurants and a couple of cafes. I don't think New Yorkers will come here. There must be something going on there because there is a crowd.
He's always chasing the crowd.
Check out this lively bar. What's going on? People are screaming over there. Who's there? Who's inside? There's a famous Mexican artist inside the store. Wow. No wonder why K-pop is so popular in Mexico. See the passion of these people. Wow, this vibe. I like that. Oh, Louis Vuitton store with giraffe.
Wow.
Humongous suitcase.
Wow.
Good job, Louis Vuitton, with this, and also with this giraffe. The ambulance got stuck in traffic. That's what's happening in New York City. Guys, time to study.
This is one of the largest and most famous public libraries in the world.
Wow.
Oh, it's like a museum.
Opened in 1911, the library is renowned for its stunning architecture and grand marble staircases.
The visitors were not allowed to go in. Let's go home together. This is New York Public Library. Unfortunately, we weren't able to go inside, but this is what it looks like.
No wonder why this place was featured in many movies. We continued our journey through Midtown Manhattan, the bustling heart of the city, stretching roughly from 34th to 59th Street, is filled with towering skyscrapers and iconic landmarks like Rockefeller Center. And yes, the interior design of the building is just as elegant as you'd expect.
Everybody's happy around Times Square.
Of course, there is a true symbol of Midtown, and maybe all of New York, Times Square.
My body just...
Famous for its towering digital billboards, bright lights, Broadway theaters, and non-stop energy, it's a major hub for entertainment, tourism, and culture. To us, the night view really captured the essence of what this place is all about. We're taking a walk through one of the wealthiest parts of New York.
This is what's happening. Dog urine kills trees, so they put fences around the tree like this too. Because he jumped over the fence. Looks like the fence doesn't work here. The dog just jumped over the fence and pooped. Dog owner didn't even pick up the poop. The poop is just left there. Oh. Looks like these are all Airbnb lots. These houses are all Airbnb. No wonder why the New York City is cracking down on Airbnb. Because too many of Airbnb stays are jacking up the rental prices. Welcome to Central Park. The first week of April, but as you can see, no leaf. Cherry blossoms here and there, but now it looks pretty barren. We're strolling around Central Park. There are many runners, wagons. If you come visit Seoul, make sure to visit Seoul Forest, just like Central Park. Bikers, runners, people simply just strolling. Good place to relax in New York City. And the dogs too.
Yes, dogs are everywhere here. Enjoying a quiet stroll in the heart of the bustling city.
Must have smelled it. Are you looking for chestnut?
Oh, he's digging.
Wow. Is it trying to conceal something? Wow. Bye bye. Central Park is one of my favorites in New York City. On the surface level, it doesn't look that fancy, right? It's just a park. I'm a nature-oriented person and I find inner peace when I'm surrounded by nature. If you look at Central Park from above, from aerial view, it's surrounded by all these buildings. This is a huge park. Can offer a peace of mind to New Yorkers, visitors. Oh, kids love that. I love that too.
But weed smell?
Oh yes. One thing really turns us off in the United States is the smell of weed, marijuana, everywhere. So peaceful.
To fully enjoy this park, we went for a run. The cold seems to follow her everywhere.
Jin is excited about the flowers.
But finally, spring is in the air.
McDonald's in Chinese. 麦当劳.
Oh, how can you know?
Because I learned Chinese when I was in college a long time ago.
Wow.
我说中文说得不好.
Oh, how can you remember that?
Because it was 5 credit course. There was a class every single day from Monday through Friday. And for 1 hour class, I had to prep like 3 hours because there was a test every single day. Just taking one class of Chinese improved my Chinese a lot. Oh. You can already smell China. Chinatown. Maybe this is the biggest Trader Joe's we've ever been to. Wow. Wow. This is a checkout line. Wow. Long line. Maybe the hottest place in New York City is Trader Joe's.
Despite all the fun, we did notice some uncomfortable moments. Some people didn't respect public spaces, ignoring signs to keep their feet off seats. And while it's banned, we did spot some people smoking inside subway stations and parks. We hope this video helps you get to know and navigate the city better. Stay tuned for more cool sides of New York coming up. See you soon!